Let's go.
All right, we're on to team number 2.
So it ain't gonna be the ball busters. It's gonna be Rubble on the double.
What is Rubble on the double?
My kids like Paw Patrol, so I want to make them happy.
Oh, it's a Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
You're writing that down. Taking notes.
I thought you were religious. You're not supposed to have a TV.
We have a fire stick.
You guys,
That's allowed.
That's allowed.
a free fire stick.
They only put it on multi-Shabbos.
I like it already. Okay.
All right.
They canceled the bad channel.
So you know what? DT won the lottery of this draft. Guys in the back, please. DT won the lottery in this draft, and he had his pick of the litter. He could have picked any of the big 3/4, however you want to put it. And he had an opportunity to take Gindy. He had an opportunity to take Joe S., who we just saw on camera previously. He could have went with a pitcher, but he went with good old reliable Stephen Gindy. DT, tell us what went through your mind before we break into this entire draft of yours.
So a lot went through my mind. It wasn't an easy decision. Yaakov, Joe,
Oh, look who's
Steven.
back.
I'm curious to know what happened.
Yaakov, Steven. Originally it was Yaakov, then it was Joe.
Yaakov.
Yaakov.
Okay.
We won the World Series 2 years ago.
With Joe.
You had
Jojo.
Jojo.
That's why I didn't go with him.
Okay.
Then it was Joe for
Are
a
you
little
saying
while.
that Yaakov's only as good as JoJo takes him?
No, I think Yaakov's a great hitter, but I think in this league with a lot of unknowns,
He didn't even say anything about his pitching.
You need someone to get the most out of the unknowns, and to me, it's a no-brainer. Stephen Gindy's that guy.
So you took the coaching aspect of
But
Stephen Gindy.
that's if the unknowns are on your team. The unknowns are not on your team. So
We got a bunch of unknowns.
how is Stephen going to get the
We got
most
a
out of the
bunch of
players?
young
There's a lot of
unknowns.
guys I don't know.
Well, that's not
Well, I don't
true.
know.
I think Joe makes a good point. Aside from 2-3 guys over
The
here,
truth is, most of the guys. Okay, so we got his explanation. I'm going to ask DT a question about himself. Your last 2 years have been a little bit week.
Very.
Okay.
Wait.
You
I
wanna
gotta
go
get
back?
into one thing. Didn't you miss a week completely forfeit? Wasn't that your team?
Yes,
Oh,
the
that
year we
was-
won
because
the
of
World
Mother's
Series.
Day.
The year we won the World
Mother's
Series?
Day.
Yes, that year.
I thought like
I think that was the first forfeit. As you challenge him
Both
originally.
ways.
already.
No,
Not
but-
everyone that wears a keeper.
no, because you know why? I'll tell you. So I'm not in the Brooklyn League. I don't play in the Brooklyn League. But that was like shots heard around the world.
Yeah, shots around the world.
A team
100%.
forfeiting, which was
First-
never heard of in any league
Correct.
ever
First
that you ever
forfeiting
played.
we've
You
had.
get your guys to the field.
Correct.
You completely forfeited.
AB, this is before it was MSB. This was the BKS.
No, I understand that. I understand that. But
I'll go even further. We forfeited to a team.
how do you
Who
get
had 0
championship
wins.
after
I
that?
don't
I don't
know.
understand.
0
We
wins.
forfeited
Because you won the
How
World
much
Series.
money did you pay them under the table?
0 wins. And then from that game on, the one game we
It
lost.
doesn't matter. I
was
can
game
play.
one of
I
the
can
World
play
Series
zero.
against Joe.
You join a league to play ball. That's what we use.
So on they did turn the corner and win the World Series. So
That kind of does erase a one.
So I'll give you the memory of it for me.
I just unheard of.
It's known that DT does
I'm
not
going to
like.
ask the panel. They can answer all at once. Has anybody ever not showed up to a game because the team forfeited? Yes
Never.
or no?
It was pretty muddy for him. That's
They
why.
can't hear you.
I was
Not again.
he was facing me, so
Here's what happened. Here's what happened. DT, it's known for as long as he's been playing softball in the morning, he does not like games on Mother's Day. This was Mother's Day. Plus, it was raining. Plus, he had 2
Is
or
it
3
your
guys.
personal mother, your grandmother? What was the deal?
So we have Deal, Brooklyn, Cincinnati.
Everybody has the same thing. We all do the
not
same
everyone,
thing.
Not everyone. My grandma's in Deal. My parents and in-laws were.
I did not think we were
in
gonna get to
Brooklyn.
it.
All right, guys.
This is really deviating.
All right, let's move it along, please. Thank you very much. So,
Now, DT
I just
had,
never heard of it before. I'm sorry.
again, as a captain player, your last 2 years, you have been sliding downhill a little bit.
Very much so.
Defensively, I may add.
Yes.
Which is surprising to me usually. Usually the glove stays, and you might get a little weak of it. You have any opinions on why?
Yeah, you still
You
put him
feel
in
a
the
little
fourth
bit
round
better.
as a second baseman.
Yeah,
well, so
he
definitely
still has
unknown
to
this
catch up.
draft. We have too many unknowns.
Got it.
Talk
so
to me.
it's ever since my belly grew. I don't get down. I don't get
Okay.
down enough, and I've been working on it the last about a year and a half. I've been trying not to go down on one knee like I always do,
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
actually working on the bend.
So we can blame the
Play on
Mrs.
the
Cookie.
grass like Uncle Woody.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Stephen Gindy going one. Your second round pick, you went up with Natan/Rudy. It sounds like it's to be more Natan than Rudy, but just for you panelists to
Explain
understand.
that.
Yeah.
So there was both these guys could not commit to a full season, but they both could commit to if one guy can't go, I'll go. They just couldn't give a
What
full
happens in the
commitment.
playoffs? Who's going to get
One
the
guy can
choice?
play, they choose before the
They
series.
choose or he
chooses?
No, the team
He chooses.
chooses before the series.
They have to play the double.
And then once they play that double, whatever they choose before the series, and that's their player for the series.
Oh, for the whole series.
Yes.
Even if the second.
No,
the
so
game goes another day.
that's
All I will tell you, I'll give you advice. If Natan shows up late and you move him from the one slot and he's still up in a huge position, he'll cry like a rose.
But Natan
Why would you
Safi,
know that?
Well, from the nightly.
Oh, okay.
But Natan
That's very
Safi-
specific.
Natan Safi, I think, has recently played with you in Cobra Kai.
Yes, about 3 seasons. We had a
And-
whole career together.
And guess what? He actually. So you can talk more about
His
Natan. than
most
anybody.
recent was with me in the nightly.
No, but in the daily, different league altogether.
Natan is a tremendous player. He's a game wrecker. When he's on, he's really, really,
You have to
really
keep him
good.
happy.
But you do, you know, he likes
massage him a little.
things a certain way.
He's like the
Massage
woman
him.
on the team.
Throw things at him. I've never massaged him, but he's a great player. I put out him just like this.
And listen, I really want to talk more about this kid, Izzy Pruss. Izzy Pruss playing left field. There was a guy that you out of the blue just drafted and said, I'm putting him in left field. What book did you get on Izzy Pruss that I didn't know about?
We got a lot of Jacob
You're a
help.
plumbing
One
company
of them,
also?
the
Gentlemen in the back, please lower your voices. Thank you.
we had Menachem gone to see him. Menachem, just want to say one thing about him. The good, straight, honest shooter he is. Gave me a regular good scouting.
Or
not to take him. We ended up taking him.
or he was playing. You still don't know.
But
Have you ever seen him play in person?
we drafted him high last year also.
And I heard my sources tell me that they already were offered a very good player for him and turned down the deal.
Who was the player?
I have not heard of this.
Okay, now there's something we didn't bring up yet, and it brings us to AB Saka. And AB Saka, I'm happy he's not holding it back, as he's going to give us our scouting
Wasn't
report
me holding.
about Mr. Edmund Beta. So Edmund Beta went very high in this draft, 15th overall taken. Now
Third pitcher taken.
I wanna allude. I
Third
usually,
pitcher taken.
I personally usually would never like the double player situation on a team. The Natan/Rudy. I'm never a fan of that. I think it doesn't help chemistry. Half
By the
the
way, it's
team.
more interesting that Edmund and Steven are on the same team.
Oh, so we're good. So now there's something I don't like. 2 guys may want Rudy. Next guy wants Natan. He's getting the call. Who's more active in the chat? Who's not? If anybody could help that and damage control that, it would be Stephen Gindy and David. So I'm okay with it.
What's that?
And I think they do.
Okay.
Natan, maybe better if one of them don't actually, but whatever. Edmund Beta could be, Sammy used the word on him
The
last year.
Phenom.
The Phenom.
That's his name.
But it could be a head case too. Now I heard at night he was pitching well. I don't know if he did it intentionally to get under the Indian skin. I'm not sure. I wasn't there. I heard a lot of stories.
So the
And
funny
I'm
thing
just
is,
going to give the
3 people here were there.
right on the opposing
And
team.
if Steven ever shows up,
Four
it'll be 4.
people. 4 people. Joe S.
Oh, and Joe.
Joe has
Wow.
four. Everybody's trapped. So this is I'm the one talking and I don't even know. But AB,
I'm not going to talk about it. Let them talk about it.
It's very simple. I was up against Edmund, and I'm going to say this to kind of defend him. He got a hit. He seemed both excited and surprised that he got a hit.
No. It wasn't a hit. It was a misplayed ball in right field.
We got it. It wasn't a clean hit. He got a hit. He ended up being a double. He was excited.
any way you can get on base in this league.
No, we
register
got
it.
it. But he made it like he hit it.
He got a hit. He was excited. He got a hit. He pumped his fist. He yelled a little bit. Stephen Gindy was upset that he got a hit and got in his face a little, and things escalated from there. And the rest is history, as they say. Our season ended a couple
Let's
days
just
later.
say I was so pissed off that when he slid into third, Ray heard him. And Ray gave him like, I'm sorry. He slid into my thing. I'm sorry I hit you with my knee. And I said, F him. Like,
the camera?
Killed him.
First of all, I just want to introduce Morris Cassie, our third panelist. Really late
Are you
panelist,
wearing
but
one, you wacko?
yeah,
This one has a different emblem.
Wait, one second. MoCast, for everybody that doesn't know, designs all of our uniforms that we're wearing. So thank you very much for that. But more importantly is the captain extraordinaire, World Series winner on multiple occasions as a captain.
Yes.
So we're going to take his perspective, even though you're late.
I'm late.
You're late,
So
but
we'll
you're
get
here.
there. I want to hear
Okay, so
Amy talk about
Beta.
Edmund
So
Beta.
Edmund Beta, let me give you my critique of Edmund Beta as a pitcher. So he was the 3rd pitcher taken, 4th overall. So there were 3 pitchers taken after him, which was Ray Sakal, Jackie Schmecky and Mark Cohen. So honestly, I think that where they took it, being that they wanted their certain guy, Steven has seen him play.
They
You've
traded
seen
up
him
for it.
play.
I've seen him play.
So you've seen him play. They know what they were getting. I happen to agree with the pick. I like it, and I'll tell you because if you want your certain guy, you go out and you grab him where you need to because a pitcher is very important. What I like about this kid, he has not moxie. He has the goods, meaning he has a herky-jerky motion. Also, he has a little hitch. He's a lefty, I believe.
No, he's a right. He's got speed.
So who's the lefty? Ray Sakawa was the lefty. One of them was a lefty.
I'm not even sure.
One of them's a lefty.
Diamondstein's a left.
I know Diamondstein's a lefty, but one of them.
Either way, you feel like they could win with Edmund Beta on the bat.
Yes, I like his attitude. I like that he comes with a little bit of fire. That was nice to see.
So I only know stories about this kid. The stories that I know are that this kid is a gamer. The guy
He's a gamer.
out
Listen,
there
at
wants
the
to
end
win
of the
every
day,
chance he gets.
at the end of the day, I happen to like it. I don't. They have their center fielder. They had their shortstop. Go out and get your pitcher. I agree.
This pick was a no-brainer. It's the one thing they were missing.
I mean, they're saying it was a high pick. I think it was a great pick.
No, look, he was taken high, but I mean, that was the one thing they needed. So you need your pitcher, you take
And
him.
you didn't pick for
Look at this
and
team.
you didn't pick for 2 rounds.
Exactly.
Listen, AB, they went up the middle. They got their starting pitcher, their shortstop, and their center fielder with their first 3 picks. So they took care of up the middle. We have DT playing second base. I don't know anything about Poppy, Elliott Setton. I mean, I coached him a few years ago when he was in YDE. The kid can track the ball. I haven't seen him in a few years.
No disrespect, but disrespect to every pitcher after. They took the next best pitcher on the board.
Yeah,
and they guaranteed
no,
him.
that's the fact. And that's exactly what we'll get to the Ball Busters. That's why they made a trade and traded up to get Ray Sakawa because at least they knew who he was.
Almost 20 picks before the next pitcher. That means they got the next best pitcher by far.
Yeah.
So that's clear.
And that
There's
was
nothing wrong with that pick.
going in. They knew that. So overall, question for you, DT. We have Ricky Schwecki and a Batty at third base. Is Ricky starting at third base?
Right now, it's whoever plays better in the spring training is going to get the spot.
Wow.
Explain the spring training. You have tryouts? What are you
They
doing?
have cages. We go into the field.
You can't tell from cages, but okay.
My critical pick.
You don't know who's playing.
My questionable pick.
Every
I know
batting
it's,
cage explains.
I know it's
That's
something
what
that
I'm
you
saying.
I'm gonna hit ground ball at you.
so
Listen,
my-
I saw a cage session today that had Eddie Harari bowling the ball to a guy, and he's fielding great. I don't know what that means.
my questionable pick on this team was Barry Antony.
Yeah, but you know what you're saying, Barry?
Where's Barry playing? Where's Barry
I was
playing?
gonna ask you. You may not have a spot for
Barry's the
Barry,
backup.
but you know what? And this
By
may
the way,
be just a Barry.
He's another guy that doesn't have a starting position.
Okay,
That's why I'm a little
okay, but you know what?
nervous.
You know what? Let me ask you a question before you go into that.
He's playing second base. He
What
can't-
round are
No,
you
he
taking Barry Anthony in?
Look at the thing.
Is Barry? Listen, I haven't seen Barry play in a few years, but is Barry still the guy that can produce at the plate?
So I don't know. If he can hit like
Because
that, then fine.
there's Joe West in the Sandlot. He wasn't that guy.
He's
That was
hit or
the last
miss.
time we
He's hit or
played.
Barry's hit
So
or
now
miss.
Morris,
Right now, you're gonna tell me you're gonna get a potential bat.
Bottom
in the
line
eighth
is if they
round?
win, no.
You're
I
fine,
think
Barry's
I
great.
think they
I
drafted
don't mind
Barry.
it.
I think they drafted Barry so that if they win the World Series, they know who's going to cook dinner for the World Series celebration.
That's
He's
true.
Barry Filet as a
I'm hoping he's okay with
Or
that.
who's gonna throw the ring off the?
So now
You
Morris,
guys know what I'm talking about? If you
being a
follow
captain-
Instagram, the guy's cooking up a story.
being one that's a captain, would you go draft a Barry Antony in the 8th round, knowing that you're going to have to deal with playing time and not sure if he's going to be a happy camper?
You have to, as a captain, and DT's he's a veteran captain. He's weathered. This guy understands what it is to be a captain. You draft character guys. You draft guys that know what they're going to do on the team and be
Also,
able
he
to play.
drafted a team of guys around him that if he needs to forfeit on Mother's
Exactly.
Day, they'll all be behind him.
Exactly.
Make sure.
But the reality
So
is,
Steve will be great.
the next pick. What was the next pick?
Ricky
Schwecki.
I like
take that position. I like
Jackson's
that.
third baseman.
And the kid's a good player. He's a great club.
He's a good
You know,
player.
you're able. He's from what I see from his team, he's able to
Who's Joe
move
Giddy?
guys around.
Older?
Big tall kid.
Young kid, tall first base.
So you know what? Again, we're season 5.
What I'm saying is, yes, I wouldn't mind it because Because in the 8th round, you're looking for value at the plate, and there's gloves to be had.
Listen,
And he had the back-to-back, so he took his gloves back.
So you don't mind their draft with that?
And you know what? The way they rounded out their draft, 71, 70, they traded out of the last pick, as you see. They ended up getting a kid, Albert Hamway, also carries a bat. I'm not sure you're going to put him in the field. He likes to play first base, but you have Joe Gindy there. Maybe they'll split time. But you went young, you went athletic, you made up a little bit.
What's
with
his
those middle
makeup,
rounds.
Hamway?
Hamway is a masher. He knows he's going. His one job is to hit. That's what he knows.
What is his 40?
It's like the Hebrew hammer. It's like the Hebrew hammer.
Sounds like
Thicker,
the greatest
he's stockier, and he's got more pop, I think, than Hebrew Hammer.
Sounds like we
And
might
he
see
went,
him.
and he went that.
Because no one knows who he's 18
Not
years
that
old.
hard.
I might see him in a Olympic,
He's 18 years old. Listen, this rounds up team. Let's go through the panel right now. You think it's a playoff team? You think it's not a playoff team? A World Series
Stephen
team?
Gindy is definitely a
Can't count
playoff.
Stephen Gindy out.
Yes, and Edmund Bader's on the mound. Everybody's saying they
DT.
like what they see.
CT, the most, the what do they call him? The nicest a-hole? That's what they call you, right?
No, it's
Really?
That's like a synonym. That's a synonym. That's right.
But I agree. I think a playoff team, potential Final Four. Ray, what do you think?
I think at least the potential Final Four. Has Stephen Gindy ever not been in the Final Four this league?
I don't think so.
So I think you got to
Question
What was Stephen? I have a question. What was Stephen's hand?
Oh, you have a
you
Brooklyn one?
making
I mean, that's one.
Very, he was very, very
I have a
nice.
Brooklyn one too.
Stephen, so
Yes,
so
very,
with
very
Stephen
nice.
being,
I have MVP.
with the picks, knowing who's picking, I
He knows. Listen, and you know what? I know Joe Gindy's a Stephen Gindy guy also. I know that for a fact.
I don't know the history. Ray probably would know better. Does Steven have a track record of ever starting slow? Or his teams are usually in the mix from the beginning all the way through?
I don't remember if he's ever, I shouldn't say ever, but in the last 5-10 years ever gotten swept.
Really? For example, Abe Saki here
yeah,
goes deep often in playoff times, but starts slow often.
Right.
I've seen him be 1-6.
It's not about the regular season for Steve. He wants to get his team going. He wants to get everyone in the right position.
So that's the only question on this team. Imagine they start 1-4. Could Steven get crazy and stuff like
I
that?
think Steven knows how to keep it together. I think they're going to be there at the end. And the question is Edmund pitching well at the end? Because that's what it comes down to. When they won last year, 2 years ago, Dan Brown pitched great, beat us in the semis, and that's what he needs. He needs a pitcher.
I hear you. All right, so let's move on. It seems like
By
everybody's here.
consensus, they're a playoff team. Thank you very much, DT, for coming on. Here you
Elliot,
go.
man, being that you're on the panel, you want to say anything, or you're just sitting there?
Joe?
He just wanted to sit there. We'll see.
But is even in the camera?
Yeah, he just
On to the next.
on to the next.
Is he on deck?
On to the next.
What's the story?